Welcome to episode 4 of Studio C. Today here I have Concept Choose Entertainment.
Hello everyone, Charles here, aka the host of Chucky Stock Show.
Yeah. Alright. So today we're going to be talking about extinct characters from Chuck E. Cheese's. We're going to start off with the King. So, the King was a 9-foot tall animatronic lion dressed to look like Elvis Presley, and he had a red guitar, and he played Elvis songs, and his voice is very unknown.
Yes, very.
Yeah, so what do you think of the King?
I gotta say, actually, being the one of the good cabaret characters in the lounge, he's really just a good character. I love his showcase that they did back then. My disregard is around in the '90s. I know he was the only surviving cabaret character to survive all the way till '95. The '95 showcase for the King wasn't really the best, but overall, I love his way, and I think that a lot of people should appreciate the King more.
Yeah, he had some pretty good times. He was the longest surviving cabaret character.
Oh yeah, longest till 1985. They did his last show tape because that was during the time when uh the company was doing the shows with Disney, and after 95, 96 ish, they got rid of the Kings and they all went extinct.
Yes, and around, I think it was 1987, they made him be a Michael Jackson impressionist.
Oh yes, the King Cat. Yes, this actually
Yes,
came
yeah.
before the bankruptcy. There was their last hope. They tried to make like a Michael Jackson impersonator, but so far the King Cat wasn't really, wasn't the best.
Yeah, it wasn't successful.
Right, it wasn't really working out a lot of fans, in my opinion.
Yeah. And even though he's gone, you could still find him at Jungle Gym.
Oh yeah, Jungle Jim. I heard he's still there. You can
They
check.
don't take much care of him though.
Yeah.
All right. The next character is Dolly Dimples.
Ooh, my favorite.
Yeah, Dolly Dimples first appeared in the second location of Pizza Time Theater in Cooster Road, San Jose, California.
Hmm.
And she was originally she was meant exclusively for adults.
Yes, yes, especially for those, as a lot of people, fans at home may know this because we actually did a topic about this during around season one. During the first show tape of Miss Dolly Dimples, she put a lot of adult jokes in, which you'll find out in the soon future video about that, which I really love. She was voiced by Donna Miller, but there was like I think 20 show tape segments, but the rest were lost. And around the second show tape, she was voiced by Lady Bianca, who is the voice of Sally Sachet around 1982, and they cut out those adult jokes and make her more like a kid friendly type. But she was a really good cabaret character. Only she lasted for around 2 years, and she got replaced by Arnie and BB Bubbles. But she was really good and really talented. I love her singing voice.
Yeah, Dolly Dimples was given like was it in two show tapes?
Yes, two show tapes. The first one was around 1978 at the second location, like you said, and around in 1982. Fun fact, actually, a lot of fans may know this about. But during the first appearance of Dolly Dimple, she was made out of latex. The character was made out of latex and stuff, but around 78, 79, they used cloth and wool, and so her sex design character was made out of cloth and wool. And you can check out Dolly's channel at Dolly Dimples. Captain Slappy, who is a huge Piece on Theater fan, has a Dolly animatronic. Only the last known Dolly animatronic, actually, to this day. Really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Wait, it's the only Dolly Dimples animatronic left?
Yes, the only one. Yes, believe it or not, that is the only one he has. You can check out the channel anytime you want.
All right. And around 1980, they replaced Dolly Dimples with Artie Antlers and only gave him one show tape.
Yes, Arnie Ants, who was the Moose of the Loose. He also was a cabaret act because I'm guessing this was during the time when they were trying to expand more peacetime theater. Little fun fact about Arnie too, and I know a lot of fans at home are going to be interested in this one. That his antlers during the first appearance was real antlers, and they will break easily, as with Jasper, as in he'll play a real banjo and he will
Yeah.
dance the body parts. So I forgot the company's names by on the top of my head, but they made some other type of Arnie antlers for him to not be breakable, like Jasper's banjo too. I had not listened to a lot of the Arnie show tapes, but I really love Arnie's style of music. It's really great.
I've never really heard his music.
Oh, I don't remember the voice actor by heart, but it's really good. I think my favorite one was the Great Walls of Fire, and also another thing. Um, Helen was mentioned in the show tape. Now, before Helen was a guest or a permanent member, she was first a guest star in Peacetime Theater, and
Yeah.
she was a cabaret act. She was mentioned around in 1980 of the show tape about her being a chicken ain't nothing but a bird.
Oh, after Artie, it was BB Bubbles in 1982.
Yes, 1982. I don't know how long she lasted for. From listening to people's music, her voice sounded like a little squeaky high pitch, which I kind of did like. I don't know how long she lasted to the store for, but BB Bubbles songs about like she's going to the circus, California, Midwest,
Yeah.
and Western. But she made an appearance at Cheesevention X. I don't know what happened to the mechanics. I know that she was puppeteer, but that was a really good character because little known
Yeah,
thing.
her trunk had a movement.
Yes, all the characters. The thing was, I think with BB Bubble, not BB,
Dolly.
Dolly's breast movement. I can't remember right now how it went, but I know they adjusted the breast movement on Dolly to Arnie to BB Bubble so many times.
Yeah. That cabaret act switched so many times.
Yes,
If I remember right, Artie and BB were only given one show tape, right?
yes, Arnie and B were getting one show tape because Dolly was the only character to have two show tapes in 1982.
Yeah. All right. The next characters were the Beagles. The Beagles were in a parody of the Beatles from
Yep.
Pizza Time Theater, and soon they turned into the Beach Bowsers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Beagles, really good band. I listened to some of their songs before on radio showbiz, and it's really good. I love the opening scene done, closing. Well, not really closing. I don't think they usually do the closing a lot that much, as I know compared to the Beach Bowsers. But I love the music. I believe they came around like in 1981. I want to say, and after that, 1984 ish. I know some people will correct me somehow in the comments, but the Beach Bowsers, who was a parody of the Beach Boys, would come and sing Beach Boys songs. They lasted till around 1991. The Beach Bowsers. Don't know how long the Beagles was lasted for, but you guys had checked the VOLO Audio Museum. They have well,
Yeah,
no,
they have them.
used to have, but I think they still have it now. I know why they're actually not. They're not there, but the Beagles, and you can listen to it on Radio Show as the intro and outro, and it's really good. I want to get congrats to the people who took their time out, do the programming right, do the voices similar to what they kind of did from the Peace on Theater days, and make
Yeah.
the Beagles, great.
Yeah, the Beagles had very limited movements.
Yes,
They didn't move much.
yeah, they did move us. One of the lead, he'll have the microphone, the mouth, the guitar, the drums. It's really good moves that they did on them.
Yeah. They reskinned to be the Four Little Shavers.
Yes, actually, yes. That's what I was thinking about next. Yes, the four little shavers who are at the Volo Auto Museum. So a little fun fact on the four little shavers, and like I said, this is going to be in the future episode for the talk show. So, you guys please stay tuned and make sure you subscribe. But anyway, with the four little shavers, there was a retrofit of the Beagles. They were tested out in, I believe, three locations. One of them was the Brandon location. It was an ice parlor. This is only just a test, so there's no information how long these guys actually was around for. Um, but they would sing like ice cream performer songs, and I think around Buffalo or something. I can't remember the band's name, but they sung "Tootsie Tootsie Goodbye," and that's really interesting. I like the programming they did back there on that one. But the Little Shavers were named after Nolan, the founder of Peace
Yeah.
Sign Theater.
Nolan Bushnell. There was O Nolan,
Yep.
Curly. Muck
Yeah,
Nolan, yeah, and just Nolan.
yeah.
Yeah, if I remember right, these
Mhm.
also had very limited movements.
Yes, it had the same limited movement similar to the Beagles, which was same thing to the Beach Bowsers.
Yeah. The next character is Krusty the Cat.
Yes, the first Pizza Time Theater character to be retired from Pizza Time Theater. As everyone knows, Chuck E.
Yeah.
Cheese opened its doors in May 17th, 1977, and Krusty was the first ever original Pizza Time player, but he got booted off. There were so many things I had read before saying that I think God, I can't. I think Harold or Nolan wanted like a Cookie Monster character because the thing is Pasquale is a chef and it's a pizza theater and you gotta have a chef with the pizza. And Jasper,
Yeah.
he's banjo, and you kind of think like back in the 70s they're a really loving country and you can't get rid of Chucky because Chucky's the MC of the show, but Krusty, he was the cast me out, but I mean, it's kind of sad. His 2 year run in 1978, and he got replaced by Mr. Munch, which I know there's a lot of Krusty fans out there that really loves Krusty so much.
Yeah, Krusty, in my opinion, is I think Krusty's a better character than Munch.
Uh huh.
And yeah, Krusty only made it into the original location in 1977,
Yes, I
and
believe
then was removed.
yeah. In the second location, they kind of switch out. They try to push
Munch.
bars closer and stuff. He only made out the first location, and there's actually a video of Krusty back in 1979. So
Yeah.
I think people are saying like he survived till 1979, but I guess that was around 1979 when the clip was out, but he was survived till 78, so don't be confused.
Yeah, and so Krusty was only seen in the portrait stages, and was never turned into the balcony stage.
Oh, he was not. Also, a little fun fact there, a lot of people may or may not know this, but Travis, who is the creator of ShowbizPeace.com, has the Krusty animatronic and the Chucky animatronic. Now, a little story behind that. Uh, Chucky, Jasper, and Pasquale, the portrait boss, were at corporate. Jasper and
Then there
Pasquale,
was a
they got destroyed. Uh, Chuck did got survive, and Krusty, what Travis told me about, that he was in a Showbiz executive garage for a good while since '87.
oh wow, that's a
Yeah,
long time.
yes, it is very a very long time to keep that uh, known animatronic in there.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna talk about the guest stars who appeared on the main show.
Mm.
Starting with Foxy
Yes,
Colleen.
Foxy Flanagan, Foxy Colleen. Yeah, she was a very very good guest star during the peacetime theater era. Okay,
Yeah.
so if my memories are correct, I believe that she was a guest. I don't think she was. Okay, I can't remember right now, so I might say something wrong. If someone out there would correct me anyway and say, "Oh, you got your information wrong," but I think for known fact that she was a guest star while Krusty was in
Yeah,
Peace
she
Time.
was a portrait. She was a portrait animatronic in 1978.
All right, so she was around when I think Krusty was around. I know she did with Munch and with the Irish and Stew. Munch never spoke. There was another show they called like the Foxy Showboat, which I don't know
Yeah.
what that's about.
Yeah, and she often flirted with Jasper, who was
Yes,
openly.
that was during the time when Jasper had a thing with the guest stars, with some of the guest stars like um Foxy Kelly, Sarah Sachet, and Harmony Howard in general, mostly Harmony. So I
Yeah,
this.
it was with all of the guest stars except for Madame Moink
Yep.
and Helen.
Yes, and Helen. But Helen was the first guest star in Peace Sign Theater, so there was a show tape of Helen and Krusty, which, to be fact, that is actually lost. Yes, actually, looking on here on this list of show tape that is lost, yes, there was a Foxy and Krusty show tape around in 1978, so that was before she got replaced. I mean, he got replaced. My bad.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, after Foxy, there was also Harmony Howlett.
Yes, Harmony Howard. She only did yes that cowgirl that puts more posse than Jessie Jane. She's really good, talented. One of my favorite guest star in the Peace on Theater era. She first appeared around in May
Ye-
1981. May 81. I love her show taste so much. I can listen to it like almost all day. That's real. She was actually the first guest star. First one. No, I take that back. The location that was the first piece on theater. No. The last location that had the portrait stage could be known fact that Harmony was on the portrait stage for it. It's in Utah.
Uh, she appeared through shows to like 1982, I think it was.
Yes, 1982. She only appeared, only had two show tapes. It was really good. I think Jess probably like the most flirting out of her. Then everyone else guest stars.
Yeah. She also appeared in the Every Boy Every Girl 2017 at one point in the back.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she made a nice little appearance in the Every Boy Every Girl 2017, which I was actually kind of surprised. Seeing that, seeing her in the video
Oh yeah.
with
Uh
King and Corey too. A lot of good cameos in there, so a lot of people may notice about.
yeah. Um so then there's Madame Oink, who first appeared in 1979 on the portrait stage.
Yeah,
And
who was
Madame Oink.
Mike Malak? Okay. Like, yeah, she appeared in 1978. She had the longest reign in the show, excluding Helen, because Helen was a permanent guest. So, excluding Helen, Madame White had like a good range of long and show tapes. She did have a tape in 1979, which that is also lost too.
Yeah. She
I think my favorite show tape to be what the Machine one was really for Madame White. More going on, but yeah, she was really good. Really good. She had a thing with Pasquale.
yeah. Harmony How I mean Madame Oink also was a guest star who appeared with Krusty.
Yes, and also a known fun fact again because we did this also in season one. Madame Wink had a costume in stores are today. It was at like think like at a convention back in Hawaii back in 1982, and she had like, and of course she was the first. Did
Oh,
not went out the stores either. So
all right. After her, we have Sally Sachet.
yes, I said earlier, who was voiced by Lady Bianca, who did Dolly Dimples in the second show
Mm-hmm.
tape. Sally Sachet only had one show tape, and I mean, I find that kind of bad at the same time because I wish she kept on going, you know. But Sally Sachet is really good. I love her songs. I love her music. I love how she's flirting with her, and
Yeah.
I think there was a little bit of flirt on that one, but either way, star. She's a really good guest star. She's really talented. I love Lady Bianca's voice. I am not gonna say this. Taking this in a wrong way, so don't get. I think this is the first time we get to see a black voice, a voice actress for the Peacetime Theater showcase. So that was really amazing to me. See,
Oh.
yeah. So don't be in the comments or nothing, but that's just my way of saying it because I was surprised on it. But yeah. I love Sasha Sage's voice, and she's really talented. Really, really talented.
Yeah, she was a disco singing skunk, and she would often snap back at Chucky when he insulted.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we have the Warblettes.
Oh yeah. So Robles singing backup crows for the band. Yeah, I really love them. I know they got replaced for a little brief time due to the Moppy sisters. 78,
Yeah.
79 didn't last that long. Uh, it's really a known voice who did the Wobblettes, but a little known fun fact: ever since did the C stage rock. No, not C stage. My bad. Um, around that time, like 85 ish, they color prefer more. I prefer the rainbow color. I love the black Rubles because that's like behind the fact of a Disney movie, the original Dumbo
Yeah.
movie, which
Max singing crows.
yeah, I love. Yeah, I love that idea, but the rainbow Rubles were perfect, and also some balcony stages because I believe franchising stores kept two Rubles on one side of Munchkin at the same time. Drop stage, which I thought I caught myself in. Um, They were also when they coop, they were played by singing and some showcase. I think someone's you guys saw this maybe video from September 90 or the American Pride. The wobblers are not moving back and forth. Meant to be the singing flowers, so depending on how long the balcony goes around for, will not rock have their mouths only open.
Yeah. They've appeared for a long time until the rocker stage
Yep.
and the C stage were created in the 80s, which removed them and replaced them with the singing flowers. And
Yeah.
um, they would often announce shows or do the backup vocals.
Yeah, just the backup vocals mainly. That's because I don't know why the backup vocals, but I know the birds they will usually talk with the band sometimes too during show tapes.
Oh, really?
I think mainly the yeah, I think mainly the Chucky mostly. But I love the Wobblers. That's all I can say. I love the Wobblers in general, but my favorite has to be the rainbow color Wobblers because just make it feel more perfect.
Oh, all right. So is there anything? I think that's all the characters.
Um, I really believe so too. Let me if I get a lot of the characters, yeah, but believe that's mainly all the Peace Sun Theater and Stink characters that we have discussed on show.
All right. So yes, that's all the characters that we talked about today. Make sure to subscribe um,
Yes,
to me and Concept Cheese Entertainment. Subscribe to him
yes,
too.
please do because we got. Sorry about that. I had like a call, so sorry about folks. But yes, make sure you do subscribe. Let us know in the comments below what's your